was your take on that 22-2 run to end the third quarter? What suddenly seemed to come apart for your guys, and what caused it?
Well, it came apart when the ball was thrown up tonight. I mean, we just got open threes, missed them, had a bunch of fast break opportunities, couldn't convert. Lost them in transition a bunch of times early on. That part of the game right there, we were starting to get, it seemed like a little more energy, a little more urgency, and then, then those same things crept back in again. We just couldn't find a way to stabilize ourselves. So, then in the fourth quarter, obviously we played much better. We played with energy and had more of a purpose, and but you can't, you guys know you can't wait till the last 10, 12 minutes of the game to start playing.
You've talked about the free throw discrepancy as a problem. They outscored you by 20, I think, from the free throw line. Is it just a matter of guarding without fouling?
Well, yeah. I mean, that is part of it for sure. We do have some habits. We're trying to clean up where we feel like maybe we have a guy driving, and maybe we have him in pretty good position, and just as he goes to shoot, we've lacked the discipline to be vertical, and sometimes we chop down and things like that. But we're playing against a team that predominantly was switching almost for most of the game. So they're switching their 3 men onto our point guards and vice versa, and bigs on the smalls, and so the scarier thing is that we only shot 8 free throws ourselves while they're doing that. Professional players, professional perimeter players, when bigger players are switching on to you, you got to take advantage of that, and we didn't do a good job of that at all tonight.
Defensively on that front, is it still a bit of a fight to get the guys to commit to the defensive end to generate offense when shots aren't falling in the half court?
Well, I thought, it's a good question. We started the game with so many open looks, just one right after the other, and none of them were even in and out. I mean, I'm surprised the rim didn't come crashing down on some of them. So they weren't close, and that can cause you to be a little demoralized for sure. You hope you're not that weak, but that can happen. But even as that was happening, we were also losing them in transition, and so there was a bunch of things going on at once. So I'm not sure if that happened or not, but we moved the ball pretty well early on. We just couldn't knock down a shot, and then that kind of continued through the whole game. We couldn't make our threes.
It seemed like both teams had problems with the officiating. Did you think that your players lost their composure a bit too much out there?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I know our guys are. You'd have to be frustrated when the other team's parading to the foul line, and you're not. But we need to take personal responsibility for that, of why we're not getting the line. And it's not the referee's fault. The ref can miss a call during a game, of course, but it's something we're very poor at. Getting the foul line, we're very poor at it, and we have to look at that from a personnel standpoint, style of play standpoint. Anything we can try. Our basic, simple 2-on-1 fast breaks are an adventure. And they shouldn't be. Those are easy plays.
You guys, put several different guys on Cousins, including Aaron Gordon. How generally did your players fare containing him? Obviously, he had 29 points, but a lot of those were from the free throw line.
Yeah, Aaron, we talked about it leading up to this game, and maybe trying Aaron on if we had a problem, just to give it a different look. He's so mobile, maybe putting a smaller, more athletic player on him at some point in the game. May have waited too long, and Aaron did a nice job on him, but also, got a little overzealous with a couple of his fouls. But we were just trying at that point to somehow change the tempo of the game, and I thought Aaron did a nice job of that.
Coach, Nick and Victor didn't play in the fourth quarter. Did they not meet the standards that you put forth for them for this game?
No, we're too many times we're searching. During the game, we're just flat searching for anything to happen for us. Tonight it was a a little more on the offensive end of, can we find any lineup out there that can knock down a couple threes for us? Probably waited too long to get Channing out there. But they were playing small so much, I didn't necessarily want Channing running around on, a Caspi or a Macklemore or something like that. But we finally found a lineup that started to get back in the game. So, I wasn't going to bust that up at that point.
Everyone good? All right, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.